Hey guys, welcome back again to my channel. In this video I'll be showing you how to draft and cut this safari suit, and it's going to be a step-by-step guide as usual. And please, I would like you to stick to the end of this video because you are going to gain a great value from this video. And if you are new to my channel, please look down below the video. You see a subscribe button, hit on that subscribe button. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell to all, and please give me a like on this video. Let us now proceed to work. We commence immediately with the drafting of this safari suit, and before we commence, the length is 33 inches, the shoulder is 19 inches, the chest is 45 inches, the tummy 40 inches, the sleeve length is 10 inches, and the round sleeve is 14.5 inches. So I will mark out 1 inch at the bottom, at the top of this. Mark out 1 inch at the top of the fabric. That's the first thing I will do, to mark out 1 inch. So I will connect the 1 inches. I need a straight line, so I connect those dots or those points which I marked. So I have a straight line. From here, I will now measure out the 33 inches, which is the length of the safari suit. The length of the safari suit is 33 inches. I measure the 33 inches. I will adjust my tape. I also mark at 33 inches, and I will pull it this way and also mark 33 inches. So on the bottom side, I'll add 1.5 inches for the folding, 1.5 inches for the folding at the bottom area, 1.5 inches. We also connect these 2 points. So what we get now is the half length. 3 divided by 2 will give us 16.5. We add 1.5 addition, giving us 18 inches. 18 inches and 18 inches on this side. So I connect the point to give me a straight line. So the chest is 44 inches. We are going to determine the armhole depth. So the armhole sitting, so the chest divided by 4 will give us the armhole sitting, which is 44 divided by 4 will give us 11 inches. So I measure out 11 inches. I mark it out. Mark 11 inches out. I will still connect. I will still connect it. I add 1.5 inches upward. So then I will measure out 2.5 on this area, 2.5 inches. At the bottom area, measure 2.5 here, 2.5 here, and on this side, make it 2 inches, and here will be 1.5 inches. So I will connect this first. connect it. Then I will use my French curve on this area. So I have this. Then I will check the measure out the shoulder. The shoulder is 19 divided by 2. 19 divided by 2 equals 9.5, and this is 9.5. I add half inches, giving us 10 inches. So I measure from the beginning, the foreign edge of the fabric, measure to this point, which I have my 10 inches. I will be having 11.5 inches. I will push down the 11.5 inches and also mark. So, and then I'm going to connect this point to give me a straight line there. I have a straight line here. So now I will mark the neck base. The neck is the chest divided by 4. The chest is 44. Pardon me. The chest divided by 12. The chest is 44. If we divide 44 by 12, it will give us 12.6666. So what I will mark now, we mark the 12.6. Then I projected half inches at the upside. These half inches I projected out. At this point, I will mark my shoulder slope from this line. I mark 1 inches. I have 1 inches. No, pardon me, 1.5 inches, not 1 inches. 1.5 inches at the shoulder slope. I connect the shoulder slope. So this the shoulder. Then I will mark the vent. The vent is 10 inches. The vent is 10 inches. From this point to here is 11.5 inches. So I will make the back side, I'll make it 10 inches. Make it 10 inches. And here I'll make here 11.75. 11.75. Then I'll connect it. So I'm done marking out the back panel of this safari suit. I will then push my this thing. I will mark the front panel. I'll mark the front panel now. So before I mark it, I draw the straight line on the front panel. On the front side, I just need a straight line. So now I will now mark out 3.5 inches on this area, the neck area. I make here 3.5 inches. I will give a curve. I measure from here to here. What I have here is 6.25. I will also mark 6.25 on this area. 6.25 on this area. So I measure from this point to this edge, which I mark, the straight line which I mark here. Measure. So what I have here is 9.75. 9.75. Then I will bring it down, and I also mark 9.75. So I'm going to connect this to give me a straight line. Now on this side, I will make the shoulder slope 2 inches. 2 inches the shoulder slope on this side. So actually, if you should look at this, at this point, I projected half inches on this area at the back panel neck, I projected half inches, while on the front panel I didn't project any inches up. I did not project any half inches. So now if you should add the half of the which I projected out to the 1.5, it will give us 2 inches. So which is 1.5 plus the half here is 2 inches. So that's why I make on this side, I make it 2 inches. So we now move forward to give my curve. Now remember that this is our base for this base now is for the armhole, this armhole base. So whatever I'm marking supposed not to exceed this armhole base. So this is the armhole base for the front panel, and this is that of the back panel. So I'm going to place my French curve, and I will give a curve on this area. I give a curve on this area. So and I will now make some calculation before I will continue with this. So the calculation I'm going to make is the chest calculation and the tummy calculation. So I will commence with the calculation right now. Remember we said that the chest is 44 inches, pardon. So I'm going to be measuring that right now. Remember what we are going to be considering is the half of it, and I will place my tape here, and I will stop here. This is 9 inches. I have half inches same allowance on this side of it. So I will take the 9 inches and place the 9 inches at the place it here, giving also half inches same allowance on this side. Then I will measure out the half of 44 divided by 2 will give us 44 divided by 2 will give us 22. So 22 is somewhere here. This is 22. Now I have to add allowance for the same allowance by the side, and also I have to add the dart allowance, the chest that it has an allowance for it. So what I'm going to be adding here, I will be adding about 1.5 inches for the dart allowance and the same allowance 1.5 inches, so which is here. So which I'm having the total of 23.5 on this area. So I will now give my curve to that point. I will now proceed to the west or the tummy area. The tummy, we are looking at 40 inches at the tummy side. I now measured 40 inches. I measure out from here to here is 7 inches. I gave half inch seam allowance on the back side, 7 inches. I will place my tape the 7 inches, giving also half inches allowance on the front side. So I will now measure out 40 divided by 2 will give us 20, and this is 20 inches. This is 20 inches. So I will also give 1.5 seam allowance on this area, 1.5 seam allowance. Then on the bottom area, from here to here is 8.5 inches, and I will also give allowance, measure from that 8.5 inches. I will make here 24 inches. So what I will do next is that I will now connect these points. I'll connect the point. So this is what we have here. This is the front panel, and this is the back panel. I will now trim it out. I will cut it out right now. After cutting, cut out the inner facing for this safari suit. Then I will now proceed with the sleeve of the safari suit. So let me cut it out right now. So while cutting the back panel on this area, you have to give a space of about 1 inches while cutting it. You don't cut from the line, because this chalk which we draw at the back will be our sewing line. This is the line where our sewing is going to run on top of this chalk at the back. So we don't cut at the chalk line. We give about half inches or 1 inches while cutting the back side. So this is the two panel, the back panel of the safari suit and the front panel of the safari suit. We cut let me give a mark of chalk at the back to identify the wrong side of the fabric while sewing, and also to know the right side of the fabric. So this is the right side of the fabric, so it doesn't have mark of chalk on it. So we put up the remaining fabric to cut out the inner facing, of the safari suits. So I pick the front panel. This is my front panel, so I want to watch what I'm doing. Place my front panel on it. We cut out the front panel. So this is the front panel. I'm done no, pardon me, the inner facing. I'm not cutting the inner facing of the safari suit. Then I will mark out the sleeve of the safari suit. So we said that the sleeve length is 10 inches. The sleeve length is 10 inches. So I will mark out 1 inch at the top side. So the length of this safari suit, the safari suit sleeve is 10 inches. I will add folding allowance of 3 inches. So we're going to use the formula for the bicep to calculate this. So the chest divided by 4 minus 1. The chest for 4 divided by 4 will give us 11 inches. Minus 1 will give us 10 inches. So I mark out 1 inches on this side first, and I connect it. I now measure at 10 inches. Remember, the chest divided by 4 minus 1 will give us the bicep measurements. I add extra 1 inches on it. So what I will do, I measure out this divided by 10 divided by 2 will give us 5 inches. Mark 5 inches. Then I will measure out the cap. The sleeve cap is the bicep formula plus 0.25. The bicep formula is 10 inches. If you add 0.25 to it, it will give us 10.25. So I'm going to place my tape on this way. 10.25, then I mark my 10.25. So I measure from here to here is 7.25. Then I connect it. Now 7.25 divided by 2. 7.25 divided by 2. Pardon, divided by 3. 7.25 divided by 3. So we're going to divide the 7.225 into 3. Divide into 3. So what we have here is 3.625. So I'm going to mark 7.25 divided by 3. Divide by 3. I'm going to 7.25 divided by 3 will give us 2.4 inches. So I mark 2.4 inches on this side, and I also mark 2.4 here. So we are drafting out the cap of the sleeve, the cap of the sleeve. So and here I'll measure out. I'll further divide this 5 by 2, which will give us 2.5. 2.5, and on this side I project half or 3/4 inches, which is 0.75 up. Project it out. So I will connect this. So I connect it, and I'm going to connect this from here. I'm using freehand curve. I'm supposed to use my my French curve to connect this, but I wanted to see something. In case if you don't have a French curve, you can, this is the way you to achieve it. You just curve this to this point, curve this to this point, and you now connect this to here. So you see we have the shape of our suit cap. This is the shape of our suit cap. So, and now what we are looking at now is the round sleeve. The round sleeve, we are looking at the round sleeve to be 14.5. So on this area, I'm going to take half inches inside. I'll take half inches inside, then I connect it to this point. I connect it to this point. So, and I will now send 3 inches inside, then 3 inches on this side, and I will also send 3 inches on this side. So what I'm trying to bring out is the under sleeve. This is the outer sleeve. The bigger side is the outer sleeve. So I want to bring out the under sleeve of this of our suit sleeve. I will connect this to here. Then I will just draw a curve. So this is our under sleeve, and this is the outer sleeve. I'm going to cut it out. After cutting out the outer sleeve, I will now use the outer sleeve to draft out the under sleeve. I will cut it right now. I will continue by marking it. But before I mark it, I need to make some calculation. So the calculation we need to make is to check the round arm. If the round arm which we have, what we have here is corresponding to what we have on the paper. So this is this is where our distance and this is the seam allowance, half inches seam allowance I measure out, and here is another half inches seam allowance. So what I have here is 9.5 inches. I will give another half inches seam allowance here, and I will measure again here. What I have here is 15.5 inches. So means that this is too big. What we are looking at is 14.5 inches at the round arm. So what I have to do, I will take half inches out here from here. I take half inches out from there. So I will then connect it. So I have to recalculate what I'm having here. I'm having 9 inches here, and from here I'm having 14.5 here. So removing half inches here and make it to balance to what we are looking for. So I'm going to cut it out. I'm going to cut it. So this is the outer sleeve. I will then cut the under sleeve. I will use my tracing roller to trace the under sleeve This is my tracing ruler. I'm going to use it to trace it. I'll trace it along the line. I'll trace it along the line. What I will do, I will take the one of these out. I take one of the outer sleeve out to enable it to trace well. So you can see it have printed on the main fabric. So I will now use my chalk to bring it out. So this is what we have. I will cut it out. So these are the two sleeves. They are the sleeve for the safari suit. So this is all about cutting of this safari suit, and what is left now is the pocket of the safari suit, cutting of the pocket, and I will be showing the video of the cutting of the pocket of this safari and the sewing at the same time. Thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to give me a like on this video, and if you are new to my channel, look below this video, you see a subscribe button. Hit on that subscribe button, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell to all, so that you will get notified whenever I drop this type of video. Thank you, and may God bless you.